Everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're in the shop today. It's been a while since I made a video, so I thought maybe this might help somebody. Let me turn. I'm filming on my phone, trying to see how this will work better than my camera. We've got a 2019 F-150. So it's got like 96,000 miles, I think, and it's got the 5.0 in it. And what the customers wanting us to do was replace the spark plugs in it. So I thought I'd show y'all how to do that. It's pretty simple, but some people may need to know or whatever. First thing you want to do, or what I always do, is I get my plugs out and I go ahead and gap my 4 for one side. I leave the other ones in the box so I get to working on that side. These being a 5.0, they get gapped to 51. So on your, it's hard to do with one hand. So on your gap gauge, you'll put, see right there where it says 51, you will move your gap gauge up inside this until it hits 51, and that's all you do. Is pretty simple. I've already took 2 of the coils out, and I removed the air box right here just to give me room to get down here. But as you can see, right here's the coils. All it is an 8mm bolt. You just unbolt it. You can unplug them if you want to. There's enough slack, you don't have to. So it's whatever you want to do. And let me get the socket for the plugs, and I'll show you that. Alright, so all it is a 16mm socket, but I mean pretty much this is the same on any of these Fords, whether it's the 4.6, 5.4 or the 5.0. The gist of it's the exact same. On some of your 4.6s and 5.0s, the coil packs will be up here next to your intake instead of on the valve cover, but it's the same idea. Just get you an extension, whatever you need. I like these that lock so that the socket can't come off. And then you literally just loosen the spark plug. If you have one of these, it makes it a whole lot easier. This is a Milwaukee. You can turn these down, is why I don't mind to use them on plugs. When I put new plugs in, I always go back with a ratchet so that I know exactly how tight I'm putting them, but taking them out, this right here works just as good. And then, if you do have one of these tools, it makes it very handy. It's bendable, whatever. But see, it's got a place for your spark plug. So instead of just dropping your spark plug down in there when you go back with a new one, and then also removing them, and bring your spark plugs right out. Alright, and see now I got the new spark plug just stuck in there. All it is rubber that holds it. Feed it down in there, and then this tip right here, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. It spins, which right now the whole thing's spinning, which is fine, but once it gets tighter, now see just the black part spinning. That tightens the plug. Remove it. Alright. Now I had to go get a little bit longer of an extension. And like I say, I always put them in with the ratchet. That way I can feel exactly how tight they are. Because you definitely don't want to over tighten them and break a plug off. And if you've done plugs before, then you kind of know how to go by feel. Tighten those down. Take your coil pack. The only thing you do is just push it back in there, like so. Make sure it's good and seated on the plug. Start your bolt, so that way you know for a fact it's not cross-threaded if you start it with your fingers. Like that. I'm gonna have to buy me a tripod or something to use my phone. Alright. And again, the bolts that hold this in are 8mm. Get your 8mm. And again, you don't want to tighten this down with a electric gun or impact or anything like that, because you can break your coil pack, and coil packs are expensive. Even on older models, they're $60–70 a piece. This new one's probably way higher. Just lightly torque that down. And that's it. I mean, there's really nothing to this. There's one plug, and as you can see, I've already got the other coil out. And then there's your other cylinder, your next cylinder. And then on this side, you're just doing the same thing. You're going to remove your coil pack, place your plug, remove your coil pack, and coil pack. And let me see if I can show y'all how to gap these, just in case somebody doesn't know. If I can figure out how to rig my phone up here so I can show you. Okay. Alright, find your thing. There we go, that's a better angle. Anyway, you're going to find your 51 on here. You start at the beginning. Maybe my camera focus. Focus. You can see right there. There we go. See, it's right in the center of 51. And that's it. That's how you gap a spark plug. All motors are different, so if you're watching this, changing them on a Chevrolet 350, it's going to be different than a 5.0. So just make sure you find out your correct gap. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's really nothing else to it. If I run into something on the passenger side, something that's going to be a little aggravating, I'll show you that. Let me get done with the driver's side, and I'll see y'all in a minute. Okay, I got done with the driver's side. I've already replaced the front two on the passenger side, but I thought I would show y'all this. Your fourth coil pack on this side is back here, and then you've got this weird coil pack that they mounted with an extension, so that way you can tell exactly it's under this fuel line. So that way you can kind of see what I loosen that just to give me extra room. Loosen the coil. As you can see, it's just bolted and it runs over to that hole. So I thought I'd show y'all that. All right, got her done. Got all four of those replaced. And all four of these. This little piece of rubber or foam, maybe my hand's out of the way, you can pop out of the way to get to this plug and that plug, and then you just snap it back on. When you're doing this one with the wire, this coil pack right here with the wire on it, it's kind of aggravating once you get it under this fuel line. Make sure you get it snapped in. It took me a few tries before it finally popped onto the plug. But that's it. So hopefully that helped y'all, or helped somebody if they need to know how to change the plugs on a F-150. The 5.0s come in several models. I think if I remember right, I think it's like 2012 and up. You can get them in a 5.0. So it shouldn't just be because this is a 19, but hopefully that'll help you with something. If y'all have any questions, just leave it in the comments, and I always respond to every one of them. And yeah, appreciate y'all watching. Like always, until next time, y'all have a good one.